Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. We're here with your extended reading. This is the moon cycle reading, so let's get on with it here for you and see what might be culminating here between the full moon in Sagittarius and the new moon in Cancer. Actually, we're leading up into around the 21st. And so it's been quite a significant period for you already to begin with, Sagittarius. And let's actually get this situated possibly a little differently. Okay, hopefully this is better. Okay, well, we'll roll with it, Sagittarius. It's interesting because, you know, full moon in Sagittarius was an eclipse, and it was actually, in your sign here, right, just recently, the full moon in Sagittarius, and so, you know, quite a bit here that we've been moving through, for you, and I'm using the Tower Oracle along with the Major Arcana deck, you know, the sort of the Rider-Waite type, but I'm using Kin Franz as we have been, and so let's get on with it here. And we'll pull a card here for each of the days, and we had the full moon in Sag, just on the, let's see, take a quick look here at dates, so we'll have this kind of prepared as we take a look at the cycle, and we're looking at the full moon in Sagittarius on the 5th of June approximately. And then, you know, keep in mind that every sort of, the stages of the moon cycle, they can speak of a 6-month period, even a year-long cycle. So I've noted that readings that I've done, it was 6 months back, a year back, really resonated quite profoundly with what was sort of taking place. And the so-called current state, time is based on illusion. So take it as you will, right? What kind of culminated around the full moon in Sagittarius might not be a bad idea to look back 6 months and look at what might have been sort of a focus around that time now. And I'm hearing the crux of the matter. I don't know what that's going to take as you will. But anyhow, the full moon in Sagittarius around the 5th of June, and then we've got here leading up into the new moon in Cancer around again the 21st. So we've got here around the 5th we've got enthusiasm. We've then got here on the 6th we've got retreat here. It comes through in reverse. We'll take a look at that. Then on the 6th, difficulty in the beginning. 7th is following. 8th is, let's see, duration. 9th is development. The 10th is the clinging. And I'm hearing there's something you want to release here, possibly around the 10th. That becomes very clear. Holding together is the 11th. On the 12th is discipline. I almost said disciple. I'm seeing the number 7 here, and it is actually associated with the number 7, but I'm looking actually up here at difficulty in the beginning, and this right here struck me as a 7, number 7. So it kind of looked like a 7 there. I think it's like a little, like a lightning dagger. That's what it kind of looks like here, like a lightning strike. But yeah, that looked like a 7 to me right there, right up top, and it's up top. The number 7 here is discipline. And again, I'm almost feeling like that came through in another live for you. Actually, I think it was number 12. That card came through. We're using the same deck, and I was coming through as disciple. Now I'm here. There's a big surprise here. I'm here in this way. Dispersion. This is on the, let's see. So this is yet again the 5th, the 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like you feel like something's building. I'm hearing that like specifically. So around the 14th, maybe there's something. It could be some form of communication, something that becomes like clear. It's sort of like something that you weren't expecting. I'm hearing this way. Oppression on the 15th. The 16th, we've got number 44, the attraction of opposites. 17th, we've got darkening of the light. So I'm seeing, again, something was like kind of unexpected. I'm hearing this again. So there could be something in stages that is to be revealed even. I'm seeing it's like step to stage. We'll get into it. So we've got, yet again, we've got 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17. 18th is innocence. 19, we've got shredding. Let's take a look again at that card. It's upside down. Okay. Then we have great power. I'm saying there's a question here when it comes to what it is that you feel, and I'm hearing for this is about finance. I'm here. It's a matter of what you feel. Perhaps you're like, it's a real big question. It's like, what am I going to also start as a project? Whatever I'm here. What is the commitment I'm hearing as well of this space? And it's something that you feel I need to come down to make a decision with. I'm seeing the letter H for a number of you. Take it as you will. I'm hearing also hieroglyphs. I don't know. Take it as you will. But we see here this sort of mirrored, reflective. Symbol here, the base of this is actually the first card out, so around the 5th, so I'm not sure that could be a focus on that card specifically. We'll get into it though. But again, 10, 11, 12. There's something of a cycle here. We got the Wanderer as the last card out, so cycle here that you've been moving into. And in the theme we have completion. Wow, Sagittarius. So there's something really profound, and it's so funny that at this point we ended at 12 readings for you in that saga that was posted on the general channel, in a general sort of way. We have the completion card here, and there's something of a focus perhaps on the cycle that you've been really working with, as you may have felt it. It has to do with your life purpose. I'm hearing in this way, and I'm hearing the valley. So I'm not sure what that's alluding to. The valley that came through in that megalithic Pisces reading. It was back in I think October or November of I think 2018. Or 19, and for a number of you, I'm hearing that you could be dealing with a Pisces, but there could be something that you're realizing. I'm hearing very strongly in this way, and we have this card here of oppression. I'm seeing that that's a key conversation I'm hearing as well. Maybe even I'm hearing content. I don't know what that might be. Maybe you create something, or you're just like, wow, this is really, really, really profound for me. Like I realize what space this is also to develop out as. So maybe there's something that you have clarity of in some way. This is around the, I'm hearing I'm shook. I'm hearing that I'm shooketh. I don't know what to use as well. I'm hearing that with the card of oppression there. Now, we have in your theme here, the devil. So there's something that you've been, I'm hearing, kind of managing, and for a number of you it has to do with something that you've been wanting to even create. There's been a lot of pressure when it came down to that. What it was that you wanted to, I'm hearing, carry out even over time, and there's something of a focus possibly on even content. I'm hearing in this way for a number of you that you want to even disperse, and I want to get this actually situated to the point where we are able to see the table. For a number of you, Sagittarius, this is something you're producing, is what I'm actually getting. For a number of you, it's something that you are actually creating, and it may have to do with visual, something visual, kind of like aesthetic. I'm hearing that as well. It could be for a number of you, I'm hearing cosmetics, I'm hearing for a number of you jewelry, I'm hearing makeup as well, but it's something that possibly you've been wanting to even stream. I'm hearing that as well as content specifically, and there's been some sort of conversation perhaps that you've been in the process of sort of getting off the ground, I'm hearing as well in that way, and it starts to become really surreal. I'm hearing it like that for you Sagittarius here with the card of completion. And again, we ended the reading on the 12th, with the 12th actually, and for you Sagittarius in the general. So there is some, 12 is a very, very sort of significant number when it comes to the cycle itself of completion. We think about 12 seasons, well, we think of ultimately the 12 zodiac signs as well, but we're more so the 12 months of the year, and this in the year being related to the seasons, the shifting of them. And we actually do have this card of duration here, right, number 32, that came through around the 9th, let's say, and this card as well came through for you in the general 12, number 12, the reading, the general reading. So duration here, right, and then this in card in of itself, speaking of cycles. So for number of you, there's something that I'm hearing you've soldered. I'm hearing as well, like this is for a soul contract. This is something that you realize you have this desire to carry out, and it's been a matter for everybody of getting comfortable with that question. I'm hearing question here related to the card of oppression right beneath the card of duration. Something that you've been wanting to, I'm hearing, also call out profoundly. I'm hearing in a public way. And for a number of you, you could be dealing with another individual who might be related to whatever this is. There's a history here for a number of you. Now we started with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse on the 1st, on the 5th, 2 of Swords here on the 6th, 7th is the 2 of Cups, 8th is the 6 of Swords in reverse. For a number of you, you're talking to a friend here. Something's being clarified here. You got the 5 of Wands upright. It has to do with content for a number of you. I'm not sure what that's only has to do with for a number of you storytelling. But there's a plan, there's an idea, there's something possibly that's kind of You're generating. I'm hearing even interest around the concept of. Now, we then have, let's see, okay. On the 10th, the Strength in reverse. Yeah, so you could be dealing with Leo as well for number of you. On the 11th, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's clear that. Someone's wanting to call someone. I'm hearing that like specifically. 3 of Wands in reverse on the 12th. 13th is the 10 of Cups upright. 14th is the 7 of Cups in reverse. 15th is the Ace of Pentacles upright. 16th is the 7 of Swords upright. 17th is the Hierophant upright. Wow. 18th is the 9 of Wands upright. Something is being uncovered. I'm hearing in this way. There's something that you realize it has to do with the sacred contract of the Hierophant here, anchoring the spread here. And then we've got here on the 19th is the 2 of Wands upright. The 20th is the Son of Pentacles upright. So you have both the Daughter and the Son of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Pentacles leading you out of this cycle on the 21st. And it's funny, the card is sort of angling out. So and you have this in your theme, the Tower upright, 3 Swords upright, and the Empress in reverse. So something is becoming clear. Something is coming out. Someone is wanting to also reveal something. I'm here in this way. And it's been a matter of getting comfortable with the concept of what would actually be illuminated in that space. Like I'm seeing somebody who wants to communicate something and they realize whatever it is that I communicate in this space will make, you know, XYZ space really, really also quite relevant. So maybe this is for a number of you like an industry that you want to bring light to. You're like, this is a conversation maybe even that I want to have in, it may be related to some form of activism or even philanthropy. You're like, what's my message? What's my take home message? I want to talk about that industry. I'm hearing that ultimately at the end of the day. And I'm hearing the letter W. I'm hearing for this to do with water. Take it as you will. It could be a body of water. It could be something that I'm hearing Surrey. I'm hearing in the kingdom. I don't know what that's going to. Take it as you will. I'm hearing the letter C. I'm hearing Calvin. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear that. For a number of you, something you want to produce big time. It's even a record for a number of you. It's a label. Maybe it's a production company. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. Something that you want to fund. I'm hearing for a number of you. I'm hearing even back with research. It could be some form of technology. Maybe for a number of you want to represent this space in some way. And we have though a very strong focus on the intention, and it's been a little bit, I'm hearing, of a long ass journey. Let's just like say it in that way, so it's like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe this is something where you feel like, well, I'm uncovering this like from lifetime to lifetime. This is not just like, hey everyone, I'm here for the stock market analysis question. Buzzer, tick, 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 tock, 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 tock. Okay, no, this is something where it's like, I feel like I am invested in this. I'm hearing I'm hearing in my blood, sweat, and tears. Like this is something you were born. I'm hearing with this inborn. I'm hearing also knowing this. For no reason, this knowledge that you hold with the 3 of Wands in reverse. Right over holding together number 8. Wow. So there's possibly a focus on even. I'm hearing some kind of connection here. We do see these fish that are illustrated on this card, but it's union, cooperation, solidarity, membership, teamwork, participation, making a choice. It's actually diagonal, sitting diagonals with a Hierophant. So I'm just going to kind of show you the cards here so that you can see exactly what we're working with, and so that it's kind of clear. But we've got the Hierophant here anchoring the spread with the 3 of Wands diagonal to it, and the Hierophant's actually sitting up top on the darkening of the light. So for a number, there is this space of possibly cohesion, but also opposites, we can say, kind of overlapping one another. Now, we have 3 2s actually in this spread for you. 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. And we have a really strong alluding to the concept of union with the Hierophant. Even the Ace of Cups, I would even say the Daughter of Pentacles with the Son of Pentacles, a pair. So you begin this cycle with this sort of, I'm hearing, well, it's interesting. I'm seeing, and it's funny because in your general reads, as of late, Sagittarius, as of recently, there was that sort of focus on those 2 characters of the Death card and the Devil, and I'm seeing the Daughter of Pentacles as sort of, I'm hearing aware of one and the same with those characters. I don't know what this take as you will, but we were having actually the High Priestess and the Hangman, the Daughter of Cups specifically, that were coming through in those readings as like I'm hearing the pair of the 2. I don't know what they'll take as you will. Space of I'm hearing cooperation, union. I'm hearing and merging ultimately. So let's say in this way, so 2 people coming together, they're creating something as one, and it is a matter of the lens. I'm hearing the perspective through which they view. I'm hearing they peer into this reality. Now, looking at this pair of glasses sitting on the table, and that speaks as well of a pair. But interestingly enough, right, if you have one pair of glasses, one person technically wears them, technically one person wears them, but there is this sort of unification of the perspective there, of the lens, of both eyes, left and right, yin and yang. I'm hearing that ultimately as well. If you think about the left and the right side of the body, yin and yang, I'm hearing in that way, like the left brain, the right brain. So take it as you will. You know, there is a unification. I'm hearing that ultimately. The Magician as well. In reverse, I'm hearing I'm hearing unification. I'm hearing with the Enterprise. I'm hearing enterprising as well. Energy that is carrying the space out. Now, for a number of you, this has been something that you've been really passionate about. That will tell you, like, very clearly what this is sort of, perhaps, I'm hearing mirroring for you. When you see that with the Strength card in reverse, I'm seeing there's something that you've been really wanting to even take home as your message, where it's like, I know that this is my story. No question. This is maybe even my actual history. I'm hearing my personal story. And I want to talk about that. So for Nuri, this is something that has been building, and it's really been something that I'm hearing you've been wanting to even brand. For Nuri, you're getting ready to brand your craft. I'm hearing that, like, specifically what it is that I'm hearing you also create. I'm hearing you want to maybe even build some sort of space of, I'm hearing co-op. I'm hearing cooperation. I'm hearing that specifically. It could have to do with something with a field. I'm hearing that as well, harvesting with the Ace of Pentacles and the Son of Pentacles, up to real estate. But for a number of you, what I'm seeing is that there's something that you want to brand. I'm hearing that again, even market, and I'm hearing even in a new way. So let's clear that. Magician in reverse. For you're wanting to clarify your audience and your demographics, Sagittarius. And it has to do with what it is that you feel will be, I'm hearing, interesting. Okay, one second. So this is for a number of you, a contract, soul contract from the past that you absolutely feel like, I want to get involved in this. So thank you so much for tuning in, dear Sagittarius. Enjoy this period. Let's clear that. I'm hearing Taurus as well here. With this Strength card, let's actually pull a few more cards on this character. Yes. Okay, we'll use... So really big question on what will come of this space. I'm hearing that Empress right over the Strength card. This is somebody possibly who has been, maybe you've been waiting on, someone has been waiting on you to reach out to you. I'm hearing in relation to space. Actually, the Strength card is diagonal, the Hierophant, and we have the Judgment card on the floor with the Ace of Wands. So for another, somebody maybe even is suspecting that there is to be some kind of story unfolding here. The Magician in reverse, right over the Strength card. So for a number, there's something of this is an idea even, or a story that you feel really guided to even create with, and it's something that perhaps has a number of steps and stages to it, maybe even something that you feel you want to get comfortable with the idea of, and a lot goes into this space. I'm hearing it for a number of you in this way. There could be something of this feeling as well that, you know, this is in stages. I'm hearing that, I'm hearing in this way, even divinely guided. You have the focus on the number 3 here, even the Magician. So 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, actually, and the Empress as well, with the 3 of Swords all over the Strength card. So the Empress is the 3rd card of the Major Arcana. So for a number of you, let's clear the energy. There's something that possibly you felt, I need to also ensure that the environment is ready for me to carry this out. Love and light to you. Thank you for tuning in, Sagittarius. You might want to check out your Venus sign specifically. If you would like further insight specifically into matters of partnership, you do have the Hierophant, really strong focus on partnerships here. The concept of partnership with the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, then you got both the Sun and the Daughter of Pentacles. So for a number of you, there's something, and you got the Ace of Pentacles as well. There's something possibly that you feel you would like to even revisit the contract space of, and for a number of you, if this is a focus, absolutely, soul contracts, connections, well, what kind of contract you might be emphasizing around this time, or whatever kind of contracts might be coming up for review as well. We've got 5, 6 planets retrograde, so, you know, if that is a focus for you, I would highly recommend to watch a Venus sign, and Venus specifically, is an addition in retrograde. So there could be something that perhaps you are coming to a point of feeling like, well, I'm reviewing this, and now I'm at this point where I'm getting kind of a greater idea of what I want to actually lead out of this space. And for a number of you, though, there's a focus on the environment. Let's clear that 1 second. Yeah, I'm hearing Taurus again with the 10 of Cups, and the Hierophant is associated with the archetype of Taurus. It's actually knighting the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's your boat siren, Sagittarius. It's funny, we almost ended the reading, we waited and we heard that. So for a number of you, there's something that possibly you are even heralding attention around the space of love and light to you by